Alright, hello everybody, it is I, Granorite. Here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald with our Gen 3 type challenge of Dark Team, our third and final Dark type team, which is going to be Houndour, Crawdaunt, Sharpedo, and Murkrow. So as we do at the beginning of this episode, we'll look over our Pokemon, read their Pokemon biologies, get them to level 7, and then go onwards. So we have here Houndour, has Flash Fire for its ability. Currently knows Ember and Leer. Houndour is a slow leveling rate Pokemon. Houndour is a quadrupedal canine Pokemon with short black fur and a red underbelly and muzzle. Its ears and tail are both short and pointed. Two fangs protrude from its upper jaw, and its triangular nose is black. There are white bands on its ankles and rib-like ridges on its back. Houndour appears to have a simplistic stylized skull on its forehead, with the eye orbits creating eyebrow patterns above its actual eyes. It also has circular red paw pads on each of its three-toed paws. Houndour is an intelligent Pokemon that forms packs to hunt for prey and shows unparalleled teamwork. As seen in the Pokemon the Series episode Hour of Houndour, it will not abandon a pack member who is sick. It communicates using various barks and howls. Barks are used to determine the location of a pack member during a hunt, which only they can understand. While howls are used as a declaration of ownership over territory, they are known to be loyal and obedient to their trainers. Houndour can typically be found around rough terrain. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, Houndour is known to howl while it sleeps. It is believed that Houndour is dreaming of hunting alongside the rest of its pack. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald all say Houndour hunt as a coordinated pack. They communicate with each other using a variety of cries to corner their prey. This Pokemon's remarkable teamwork is unparalleled. And Fire Red says to corner prey, they check each other's location using barks that only they can understand. And Leaf Green says it uses different kinds of cries for communicating with others of its kind and for pursuing prey. It will evolve at level 24 into Houndour. Next we have Corphish, has Hyper Cutter for its ability, currently just knows Bubble. A fluctuating rate leveling Pokemon, if I remember correctly, that means it goes faster at first and then slows down at higher levels. Corphish is a red-shelled crustacean Pokemon with a short tail similar to a lobster. Its eyes are saucer-like with small pupils, and it has 3 spikes on top of its head. It possesses 4 pairs of limbs in total, 2 large pincers used for gripping prey, and 3 pairs of legs used for walking. The upper segments of its legs, the underside of its body, and the lower halves of its pincers are cream-colored. A hardy creature, Corphish is able to live in polluted water and eat nearly anything. Although not native to Alola, Corphish set free by trainers there have easily adapted and thrived in the region. Feebas and Corphish are the only known Pokemon able to live in stagnant ditches. Corphish and its evolved form Crawdaunt are the only known Pokemon that do not flee when a swarm of Basculin appears in the lakes that it lives in. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Corphish. Ruby says, Corphish were originally foreign Pokemon that were imported as pets. They eventually turned up in the wild. This Pokemon is very hardy and has greatly increased its population. Sapphire says Corphish catches prey with its sharp claws. It has no dislikes or likes when it comes to food. It will eat anything. This Pokemon has no trouble living in filthy water. Emerald says once it grips its prey with its large pincers, it will never let go no matter what. It is a hardy Pokemon that can thrive in any environment. And Fire Red Leaf Green says it came from overseas. It is a very hardy creature that will quickly proliferate even in polluted streams. And it will evolve at level 30 into Crawdaunt. Next we have Carvanha, who has Rough Skin for its ability. Currently knows Bite and Leer, another slow leveling rate Pokemon. Carvanha is a fish Pokemon with a body covered in tiny sharp denticles. The top half of its spherical body is blue, while the bottom half is red with a yellow 4-pointed star below its mouth. It has 2 yellow dorsal fins above its eyes that resemble shark fins, and a matching pelvic fin on its belly. Its pectoral fins are also yellow. The caudal fin is comprised of 2 red spines with a thin yellow membrane stretched between them. Carvanha has powerful jaws and razor-sharp teeth that will allow it to chew through solid steel, rip up boat holes, and rip wooden bolts to pieces. As a result, sailors avoid getting their boats dented by it at all costs. Carvanha has been responsible for the destruction of many boats that come into contact with it. They mercilessly swarm any intruder and prey that invades their territory, but they become timid when alone. It only attacks when in a group of 5 or more, becoming instantly vicious. Carvanha is drawn towards the scent of blood. It lives in rivers that course through jungles, as well as temperate regions. Each Carvanha school has its own territory. It competes with Basculin for food. Prior to Generation 5, Carvanha and its evolved form Sharpedo were the only known Pokemon that could have the rough skin as an ability. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Carvanha, Ruby says Carvanha's strong developed jaws and its sharply pointed fangs pack the destructive power to rip out boat holes. Many boats have been attacked and sunk by this Pokemon. Sapphire says if anything invades Carvanha's territory, it will swarm and tear at the intruder with its pointed fangs. On its own, however, this Pokemon suddenly turns timid. Emerald says Carvanha attacks ships in swarms, making them sink. Although it is said to be a very vicious Pokemon, it timidly flees as soon as it finds itself alone. And Fire Red and Leaf Green says it lives in massive rivers that course through jungles. It swarms prey that enters its territory. And then last but not least, we have Murkrow, which has Insomnia for its ability. Currently knows just Peck. Decent stats for being just a single stage Pokemon in this game. Medium slow leveling rate Pokemon. Murkrow is an avian Pokemon with black feathers. Its crooked yellow beak and 3 feathery tufts on its head resemble a witch's nose and hat respectively. The feathery crest is smaller on a female than on a male. It has semicircular red eyes with white sclera and pupils and spiky collar. Has white sclera and pupils and a spiky collar of feathers around its neck. The shaggy feathers on its tail resemble the end of a broom. There is a thin red band at the base of its tail. Its yellow feet have 4 toes, 3 facing forward and 1 backwards. Murkrow awakens at dusk and moves during the night. It has a fondness for anything sparkly. It will go as far as fighting with other Pokemon, such as Meowth or Gabite, in order to gain their stashes. However, it has been known to give these sparkly objects to trainers that it is fond of. Whenever it is chased, it loses the attacker by leading it down dark mountain trails, and sometimes it does this to travelers as a mean-spirited prank. Its thieving and nocturnal nature has led it to become representative of misfortune. It was believed that saying, work rum, bad luck don't come. Because that's Murkrow backwards. Would serve as a protective incantation to drive away the bad luck caused by seeing a Murkrow. It is possible to train a Murkrow to repeat words, as seen under Team Rocket's ownership. Murkrow usually live in flocks, referred to as murders, amongst forests and swamps. Murkrow may also act as a servant of Honchcrows, with groups of at least 100 flying in at Honchcrow's call. There's a saying for Murkrow that goes, "Get home before the Murkrow fly." And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Murkrow, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald all say, Murkrow was feared and loathed as the alleged bearer of ill fortune. This Pokemon shows strong interest in anything that sparkles or glitters. It will even try to steal rings from women. Fire Red says it is said when chased, it lures its attacker onto dark mountain trails, where the foe will get lost. And Leaf Green says feared and loathed by many, it is believed to bring misfortune to all those who see it at night. And that is all of our Pokemon information. Let's start getting the team up to level 7. Houndour would like special attack and special defense. So that Ralts was perfect. And then we want Lotads as well. No Pupper v Pupper. No. My tracker is not doing anything. Hey. Alright, there's Houndour to level 7. Learns Howl. Excellent. Next we will do Murkrow. I have no idea why in the tracker it's Murkrow X. It should just be Murkrow. Whatever. Murkrow wants speed and attack, so Poochyenas and Zigzagoons. Let's get it, get it. Excellent. Next we have Carvanha, who wants attack and speed as well. So we will get Poochyenas and Zigzagoons. Once I could find them. There's one. We'll need to go heal. Actually, do we want speed on Carvanha? We might want HP instead. I mean, I know we want to be faster, but it's already going to be naturally faster than a lot of things. Oh, we might split between speed and HP. Whatever. What we get is what we get. Probably ran away from things I wanted to fight in that time that I was thinking. Attack is what we for sure want, so we're going to make sure we get attack. This team is evil. They are pretty dark. Hello, Christiana Bon. How are you doing? Thanks for the welcome back. Good, all these Lotads. Hooray, Carvanha! And it learned to rage! And last but not least, we have Corphish. And I believe we want Corphish to get attack and defense. We might get some HP on Corphish as well. No speed, though. We need Corphish to learn something besides Bubble. Rage is one of the best moves in Gen 1. It sure is. Lock it in. No speed. So which gyms will be an issue for this team? Watson definitely will. We'll have 3 Pokemon that are going to be weak to Watson. I think we'll be okay for what's his name? Brawly. I think we'll be okay for Brawly because we'll have a Pokemon on the team that is not Dark type, plus we have a Flying type. Really, Watson. Tate and Liza are going to be really difficult. You couldn't remember the fighting gym leader's name either. What's his name? All right, let's go beat up on some little trainers. Even though you do have a type advantage, Tate and Liza do have a good mix of non-psychic moves that can dish out some heavy damage. Ha! Not to Murkrow! Because Murkrow can't get hit by Earthquake, which means that Tate and Liza only have 3 moves. No, they have Ancient Power on Claydol. 4 moves that can hit Murkrow. For damage, and that is Ancient Power, Flamethrower, Solar Beam, and Confuse Ray. Murkrow gets hit by Ancient Power, it goes down quick. That's why we will focus on Claydol. Easy. See, easy solution. Splash some water on it, smack it with a dark attack, it's down, right? Claydol doesn't have longevity. Rage at the Wurmple. Murkrow has some bad stats. Hey, we just used the team with 2 bad stat Pokemon on it. At least it's just 1 Pokemon on this team that's got bad stats. We have some really offensively built Pokemon. I was about to say some really offensive Pokemon, but that just sounds like they're really insulting. We have some really offensively built Pokemon. I mean, Sharpedo is all go. Houndour has good coverage. Squeeze me. Chomp. Murkrow! It is a really physically built team. Which is horrible for Sharpedo, because both of its stab types in this game are special. And then save for half of... Yeah, it seems like a team of glass cannons. Alright, well, let's glass cannon it up. We're going in, we're hitting hard, we're hitting fast. Fight me. Base 95 special attack isn't bad. I didn't say that it was bad. Don't get me wrong. I didn't say it was bad. It's just, defense-wise, there's not a lot on this team. But yes, Carvanha is very physically focused, which is where we're going to focus it. On the physical. Eat the Shroomish. Good flinch. Eat your greens, Carvanha. It's another one of those Pokemon that gets a lot better in the next gen when we can get stab attacks that use its high offensive stat. Alright, let's let Wally go catch his Pokemon. Alright. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Let's swap Murkrow in here. And most are pretty fast. Yeah. I mean, Crawdon's not fast. That's to be expected. But Crawdon gets, Swords Dance. So if we can make it tanky enough and then just up its attack, it doesn't matter if it's not fast. It just has to survive. And as long as he knows how to love, I'll know he will survive. Alright. We're going to get a little bit of defense on Houndour. So when we use it in a double battle later against a multiple of 4. Ba-ba-ba-bum. So really, I think our biggest issue with this team is going to be Watson. I think if we can get past Watson, our only real danger after that is the fact that we're glass cannons and Steven. Yes, they will. You are correct. We have to prevent those. No drawn-out damage over time fights. We need to take them down quickly. But we'll get it. We'll get there. Eat the Zigzagoon, Carvanha. Wow. He wants to show up and get done as quickly as possible. Move to the next battle. Yes. So our biggest worry then is going to be if we run into anything like we did with the fire team that we used against, that we had a difficulty with against Wallace. Not that we're going to have difficulty with Wallace, but we need to make sure that we don't come across a situation where we can't kill it quickly enough, but we can't survive the attack that the opponent's doing. So, I mean, end all, what you're getting to, I agree with. We just need to take out the opponents as quickly as possible. And we'll do it! By golly! See, Carvanha's eating all its worms. Dum 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 dum. Fa dum 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 dum. Ba bum 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 bum. In the military style, we're gonna play Pokemon a while. And by we, we mean I'll do it and you watch. Absolutely. Peck that pooch. Oh, put sand in my eyes, will ya? Ah, I mean, barely. I was gonna say, like, this is where we start to miss, and things start to go boop. But Murkrow's got it. Astonish! We have our full team evolved before we face Norman, so that's nice. Corphishy boy. Girl. Is this girl Corphish? I didn't see. Corphish. Let's beat up on some Ninkadas. Bubble. Blah, 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 blah. Scratched me. So you want to know, you want to hear the movesets we got picked out for this team? Christianabon, as that's usually what we talk about next. And if you, okay, you tell me when you're ready. Well, we might talk about it in the next episode later today then, because I'm sure this episode's going to be done very quickly. And then I'm going to grass training off screen up to level 15, because it's going to take a little bit. And then we'll be back to do the second episode. Also, to let me eat some lunch. Alright. I'm pretty sure nobody can learn Bullet Seed. That is a correct statement. Let's let Carvanha from the Amazon take on Zigzagoon. Chop, chop! Alright, and then let's swap up Corphish to start this next fight. So then we can swap to Houndour here, and Emba! Good burn. We will swap for Shroomish. We will go over to Carvanha. Eat your greens! Not as good as the first time we did it. That was a better flinch. Thank you, Carvanha. You know, I guess we could do, since there's only 4 Pokemon, we could do our grass training on screen and just do inter-episode grass training. Bubble! Let's take out the C-Dot. Just get rid of it right off the bat. Double Houndours. Vice Grip, excellent. Corphish don't care about your growl. Noise. Alright, let's let Murkrow eat the fish up here. You know, maybe we will just do the grass trading on screen. There's like 4 of them. It'll take a little bit, but it won't take forever. We do have 2 slow levelers. It might take a little bit. But then you can all see what I do for my grass training as I speed through the game. Excellent. Let's get cut. Go heal. Alright, so for YouTube, this is where we'll end this episode, but we will be back with another episode in just a bit. As for you all that are watching, let's go grass trade.